Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the video. If you've seen my previous video, you know I added a candy store. And in this video, I'll continue working on that candy store. And I'll also be adding some details like a different tree and just some small things that I have to add or change around this corner. But before I'm going to do all that, I have to change a couple of things on the candy store. It's just some minor details, but a lot of work because I created this on an uneven number of studs. I think it's 7 studs deep, and I want to make that 8 studs deep. Well, it leads the left part. The other side is obviously a couple of more studs, but that one is also an uneven number. And since I want to create some extra floors on it, it's way easier if it's an even number just to find the right plates. So I'm gonna leave most of it exactly as it is, but I'm gonna move the front of this candy store or sweet shop just 1 stud up. Seems like a minor thing, but it's kind of a lot of work for a very small change. But after that, it would make it easier for me to continue building. I did speed up this video twice, so I'm not actually building this fast, but as you can see, it's not that hard to do. What I didn't film is that right after this, I also had to make this change to the base plates that I use for the floor on the depends on where you live. If you live in Europe, it's the first floor, and I think if you're in the US, it's the second floor. But I'm from the Netherlands, and where I'm from, it's just ground floor, first floor, second floor, and continue. But I'm not building this that high, so I don't think there will be much confusion. For some reason, I didn't film everything, but there you go. This is what it looks like right now. As you can see, I continued building and added an extra floor. And I also made a sort of a railing for the balcony. I used the window elements from the cat hotel with a couple tiny adjustments. There's no interior yet, but that's something for another video. Because I want to fix a couple of things on the exterior and the surroundings first. Like putting this gumball machine back and tile it up in front. And as you may remember, if you've seen my previous videos, there used to be a tree with pink flowers over here. I wanted to put it back, but I decided on doing something else. But before I'm going to do that, I want to fix and tidy up right in front of the candy store / sweet shop. So that means fixing the sidewalks, tiling it up right in front of the candy store, putting the gumball machine back, and maybe some other details. And I might as well tidy up the rest of the sidewalk, like adding some extra studs on the sides of the restaurant and in small corners around the bridge, for example. And to do that, I can just scoot over this base plate, remove the fences and tile it up. I'm also adding plates underneath the fence because I did it on the other side of the canal. So to make it the same height, I have to add some plates here as well. That is a lot of tiling that I have done in the last couple of weeks. So I'm kind of happy these are the final ones that I'm laying for a while. No more exposed studs. Well, at least on the sidewalk areas. There are still some studs in the dining area of the restaurant, but hey, everything around the bridge and the buildings are all done. It does mean that in some areas, this is 3 stud wide with just 1x1s in the same color. I do want to change that in the future, but for now, I am very pleased that the pattern just matches up all nicely everywhere and it just looks consistent. I also like the progress that I made with this building, but actually I think I'm going to break it up again and make this one one stud wider because it's an uneven number because of the 3 bricks in the middle. The roof is just not how I want it to be, and I don't have the roof pieces, the roof tiles in 1 stud wide, but maybe I'll keep it this way because I like the 3 studs here, and I built it this way so that the windows are exactly above each other. But that's something I'm going to think about, and I might fix that very soon. Made a couple of tiny adjustments to the waterfall. It's probably too small to notice, but well, it's more the rock work. I just added a couple of these. I'm trying to get rid of all the studs. Don't want to see any studs anymore. And I made this tree a little bit smaller because it was just too big for this small city. I like the trees, but I don't want it to block everything out. And I created another tree, this one, and I'm going to add it over here. I'm just gonna scoot this over a bit. There you go. There you go. Now I've filled this area up more. It doesn't really block out the waterfall because first I wanted to put this one somewhere here, but I thought that would make the waterfall disappear too much behind the trees. So I think I am going to do something else with this tree. I wish I had like a weeping willow, something like that. So I might have to just figure out how to build something like that. So I want to add a couple of more details, like these cute lanterns. I already added a hook in this tree. I think the lantern looks very cute. So as you can see, it's just a brown hook with a lantern attached. And I'm going to do the same to this tree. There you go. Let's add some final details. Maybe this, I think a flower looks better. This should go back. Still want to find a place for this soda machine. Or maybe when I finished with my noodle shop, I'll put that back where it kind of belongs. And with that, I think I've built more than enough for one video. So much done. Upgraded the candy store, added cute little lanterns, a nice tree, and some details on the waterfall that you're not really able to see in the video. Maybe I should add a close-up. Probably will. I like that all 3 of the trees have different colors and look a bit different. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think it was maybe too much for one video, but if you like this, to see this a little bit longer kind of videos, Let me know in the comments. I will try to make them more structured in the future, but hey, still learning. And I think Lego is the most important part of the video anyway. So if you came this far in the video, definitely leave a like or subscribe to stay updated and don't miss out on any of my videos. And I just want to thank you guys for watching and supporting this channel. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye!